The credit belongs to the wrestler in the ring whose face is marred by blood, sweat, dust, and dirt, who strives valiantly, errs, and comes up short again and again, who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, and spends himself for a worthy cause, and who at worst fails while daring greatly. So his place will never be with those cold and frigid souls who know not victory nor defeat.
They would come to me and they would say, Bray, I just wanted to thank you, man, because I was in a time of need and I lost people that were close to me and I lost my self-confidence and I felt weak and I felt vulnerable. And in this weakened state, I found your words, Bray. I found your words. And I just wanted to thank you, man. You saved my life, Bray.
Good afternoon, Multiverse, and welcome to another exciting episode of MNW Warzone. I'm your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini, and with me is Mr. Pete McPherson.
That is correct. I have returned once more from the shadowy abyss that is production truck.
And with that, obviously, the big news in the wrestling world this week was the loss of two greats, one far too soon. Of course, we speak of the legendary Terry Funk and Widnham Rotunda, best known as Bray Wyatt. And even our superstars are tweeting out, Mr. Butler tweeting, Terry Funk will live on in our hearts forever and ever, forever, forever, and so on.
Etc., etc.
And West Wind tweeting out, two wonderful souls have passed through the Lord's gate. May they rest at ease. But folks, just a reminder that when we have those sad passings, it's best to celebrate the lives of those who have moved on. And we will do that by continuing our traditions here in MNW, which have been influenced by these people. And this upcoming Wednesday will be a special edition of MNW MNW Blast. Instead of moving forward with the finale of the Brawl for You All, it will be a special tribute show featuring MNW wrestlers who are supernatural in some capacity from both Warzone and Flashbang. And one last tweet before we move on from the current King of the Hill, Mr. Enigma. We've lost 2 great wrestlers this year, but we must always remember to keep their memories alive so we can continue to move on. Even though there will be sorrow, but we must remember they would want us to live their lives to the fullest. You two will be missed, Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt, but you will always be at our hearts. Eloquent words from a man who honestly doesn't talk that much.
Well, it's the dreaded spiral that is social media.
Yeah, it is. Oh, speaking of which, Mr. Enigma, we are 2 weeks out from Apocalypse, the next Warzone pay-per-view. So today, Mr. Enigma will have a match for his King of the Hill status. Whoever wins that match will face the constant nightmare Constantinople at Apocalypse for the TTV Championship. But there's other news we need to cover leading up to Apocalypse. First off, I have an unfortunate announcement to make. Last week in your main event, Sergeant Major Payne defended his Big Oof Championship against Registered Anon, and after the match was viciously attacked by Gorm. That attack has left Sergeant Major Payne injured, and he is not medically cleared to compete. So we will not be having a Big Oof match at Apocalypse. We are going to monitor Payne's condition. He has 30 days in which to defend his championship. We will see what his status is in 30 days, but if he's unable to compete, his championship will be vacated. Also on the injury front, just to let everyone know, last week Seth Jackson was found after the show. He was beaten up. He was. He is conscious. When we asked him what happened, his answer was, "I don't know, but it's not the first time I've woken up kicked in the head, not remembering what I was doing." So,
I think that raises more questions than it answers.
It really kind of does, Pete. But he should be. It's sad to say that Seth Jackson has built up a tolerance to head trauma, which I didn't know was a thing you could do. Anyway,
I don't know if I don't know if you anyway.
Yeah. So, with that stated, let's go over what, now that we've gone through all of that, let's talk about today. So, first off, in your main event, after that vicious attack, the International Combat Club wants a little payback. So, the ICC will take on the Conquest of Pain. With that, also, we have, last week you may remember that behind the scenes, that Johan Mjoln was viciously attacked by a series of Grimm bots and then the Allfather Arkolf. Now you'd think that Johan would want to get his hands on the Allfather, but that's not what's happening. Arkolf will take on Dr. Grimm. And we want to emphasize, this will not be a Grimm bot.
I believe you mean Johan.
Did I not say Johan?
Yeah, I said Arkolf.
Arkolf. That would be funny, but no, it's Johan Mjoln will take on Dr. Grimm. The real Dr. Grimm.
For realsies.
But to kick off today's show, speaking of apocalypse, well, actually, before we get to that, we do have a tweet from Sergeant Major Payne. It's an automated message. Operation Broken Arrow is now in effect. You have been warned. Well, we've been warned. Anyway, in 2 weeks, at Apocalypse, Theron Markov will challenge the co-champions for the Nexus Titan Championship, the Janitor and R. Sawyer. But we have a match that is somewhat a prelude to that matchup, thanks to Zeta giving the Janitor provisional membership in meme. I could explain more, but what's better than heading to ringside?
Your opening match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Outlaws, CJR Killer.
There he is, folks. He's a man who lives up to his name. Cash, job, repeat, killer. And his partner going after the Nexus Titan in 2 weeks. But they've been making their presence known on the co-champions. But this match is one I think you're going to like. This is a particularly good matchup. You look at this guy. You know, that's... You gotta wonder, do you think he sends Mother's Day cards?
Maybe.
And introducing their opponent, representing the main event max, it's Malice.
And they've been harassing the Janitor, they've been harassing our Sawyer, and Malice has decided, you know what? I'm getting involved.
Now he shall be the one to harass.
Malice came to my office and asked for this match. I would like to point out he was actually very polite. Made an appointment and everything.
Huh. That's odd.
Yeah, it was interesting. He even brought me a cup of coffee.
Is this what they call passive aggressive?
Possibly. But you know what's not going to be passive aggressive? What we're going to see right now.
Whoop. Just slung him over to the corner.
I mean,
and again.
You got to give credit to CJR Killer. Not many people can even think about doing that to Malice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw this. This is the opening tutorial to Cyberpunk 2077.
Fair. Oh! Wait. Well, that's some ominous music playing. And,
who is it?
CJ, you might want to turn around.
It's our
Cyber
Sawyer.
Stunner! And the ref didn't see it.
Two.
Rope break. Well, I mean,
he did in fact enter Stunner leave.
He did. He lived up to his catchphrase. Oh, and here goes Malice, taking advantage. And hung out to dry.
Corkscrew leg takedown. Backbreaker on CJR.
And, CJ breaking out. And up and over. Whipped into the corner. Oh, elbow to the face. So Malice he is the bot we have been seeing the least of lately. What with Zeta involved with the high voltage nonsense, and of course Sawyer, the co-champion for the Nexus title. Oh, never mind. Hang on. It's Mega Buster!
Oh, I love Mega Man.
Oh, Malice is kind of a super fighting robot. Oh! Very quick DDT. Oh, the blue screen! The blue screen
he's got that locked in.
Can CJR stay conscious long enough to get out? It looks like he can. But at this point, CJR Killer has had a Cyber Stunner, a Mega Buster, and a blue screen. But he hit with that big boot
from CJR. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
The crowd is into it. Oh, that was a jawbreaker with authority, Pete.
Absolutely was.
Reversal by CJR.
Into a clothesline.
Malice was setting up for another Mega Buster, and CJR got away. Oh!
1, 2.
Yep. He survived that scoop power slam. Oh, and got a boot to the head. Oh, was going for another blue screen countered by CJR.
Just throwing him around by his neck.
I mean, at least that's, I would hope, reinforced. Oh, another big boot.
And your winner, CJR Killer.
Well, I gotta give CJR Killer credit. after getting a cyber stunner, a mega buster, and a blue screen, he still managed to come out on top. Now, what that is going to pertain for the match at Apocalypse is anyone's guess, since those two aren't actually in that match, but still, an impressive win by the Outlaw.
Absolutely.
As we prepare, there is so much going on as we make our way to September 9th and everything that's happening. There's been no lack of contention, of people getting in each other's faces, of people challenging each other. But one of the stories that, of course, has been dominating is what's going on in the tag scene. Not just because of the belt challenge, not just because High Voltage will challenge the Dark Lords for the Warzone Tag Team Championship, but how, of course, they got it with Erlking West's betrayal of Legion. And we saw just a couple of weeks ago Daverman come out and try and convince Louis McDonald that he should take this opportunity and perhaps realize he's been going down a very unfortunate path. Basically, trying to convince Louis that backstabbing is not a way of life. Louis did not like that. Disagreed. Told Daver the only thing Louis has sworn up and down is that he has learned he needs to have solid people at his back, and that he will not, under any circumstances, backstab Ignacio Cervantes.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Right. But that's going to lead us to our next match. But before we get there, tweeting out on social media, R. Sawyer tweeting, good to see that Malice has tapped into his old vehicular incident programming. But sadly it didn't get the results you were hoping for, but still. Anyway, so between Louis declaring that he will not betray Ignacio Cervantes and the confrontation with Daverman, well, that's led us to our next match. And so you know what time it is, Pete.
Time to go to the ring.
Time to go to the ring.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, coming to the ring first, it's Daverman.
There he is, folks. Our man, Daverman, who has been trying to convince Louis McDonald to, I suppose, listen to his higher angels, his better self, which I'll give Daverman credit. He is very optimistic, suggesting that Louis McDonald has a higher self.
I mean, high does come to mind, but maybe not. Yeah.
Yeah. And there he is, folks, the hero of the multiverse, Daverman.
And introducing their tag team partner, Mega Rider X. They are gone.
There he is, folks, your Henshin hero, Mega Rider X. Mega Rider, of course, having a guaranteed shot in the future for the Nexus Titan Championship. But waiting, as he's got some other business to take care of, and he's letting the janitor and Sawyer figure some stuff out. Also challenged for that status by Nakano Kirishima of Blood Money, which has been leading to some interesting issues in the Blood Money camp, but we'll get to that later.
Some turbulence, you might say.
That's a great way to put it, yeah.
Introducing their opponents, they are Legion.
There they are. Louis McDonald and Ignacio Cervantes. Ignacio going old school today for this match.
It's laundry day.
I buy that. I can see him forgetting that. But I also can see him just wearing dirty clothes to the ring. So, you know. And there, we're going to see. So again, Louis is saying that he and Ignacio are as tight as ever. I may have a little surprise for these guys at the end of the match, Pete. But first things first, let's get to the action.
Daver into the corner.
Just shoulders and then a boot from Louis, but Daver, man, oh! Taking him
Daver
down.
ran able to power through and get into the tag.
And now in comes Mega Rider. Oh, that's a... You know what? For all we give him, a bad time about his bad attitude, Louis is a solid ring performer.
Absolutely. Now Mega Rider shots to the gut.
Oh!
Combat roll for Mega Rider.
Louis has excellent ring awareness. I'm sure some of that comes from always looking out for a knife with his name on it. Mega just can't get that one grip on he's going for.
Louis makes the tag to Ignacio.
Ha-ha! And Mega Rider has a surprise for Ignacio. It's called a shin kick. And now they're outside the ring.
Mega Rider deciding to work on Ignacio's arm outside the ring. Now his leg. Ignacio able to counter.
Rolling out of the way. And Mega deciding to get back in the ring. Oh, wait a minute. What's Mega planning here? Oh! Oh! Tying him up with the ropes. And a flying bulldog. There we go. And now, oh! Ignacio getting out of the hold and raking the lenses of Mega Rider.
And trying to get them scratched up.
Also returning the favor of that head scissors takedown.
Ignacio taking him into the Badlands.
But Mega fighting his way out. Uh-oh. And a crossfire has connected.
Daver able to intercept.
And your winners, Mega Rider X and Daverman.
That was just solid teamwork. Mega getting the crossfire on Ignacio and Daver being right there to block Louis from making the
Legion was
save.
just not able to get a grip on the strategy.
It was just solid teamwork, and also, obviously, I suspect that there might be. I don't want to say there's tension in Legion, but obviously things haven't been going the greatest for them ever since the betrayal by Erlking Wes. But also,
which, I mean, shocker.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that there was a betrayal. Shocked no one. But that's okay, Pete. I said I might have a little surprise.
That's right, you did say that.
I did say that. So my surprise is this. I don't know if you would call it a gift. I think of it as a gift. I think of it as me doing a solid for the boys. And by that, I mean at Apocalypse on September the 9th, it will be Louis McDonald versus Daverman one-on-one. See who's right about what.
I can't wait to see that match.
And can Daverman use the match to convince Louis to mend his ways, or will Louis McDonald be as stubborn as ever? Now, the other thing coming up, folks, at Apocalypse that's on everyone's mind is the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship match with Wilson defending the strap against the man who inadvertently created the victimizer, Juan Chance. Now, last week, we had an interesting matchup with Juan teaming with Cain to take on the team of Wilson and Mr. Mega Money in the Big Bank, Ozir Turan. And that match had to be thrown out as no contest because it devolved into absolute 100% chaos, with everyone fighting everyone.
Chaos is a good word for it.
Yeah. So we're now going to hear from some of the participants in that match and what they have to say. And folks, we would be remiss if we did not start with your Multiversal Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen, Wilson.
What? That was not how it was supposed to go? Did I ruin your fucking coexistence match, Jerry? Good. You don't get to pull this Vince McMahon bullshit with me. You don't get to stick me in a match with a man who could take my belt and end my career at any given moment and expect me to play nice like that. Like everything is hunky-dory. That's just dumb. I am your world fucking champion. I'm the savior of wrestling, a fighting champion, and I deserve more than having to deal with a crusty old has-been and his commentary cable cocaine booking. You know what? It's fine. It's fine, because I have a perfect way to vent my frustrations by victimizing your people's favorite rising star, Juan Chance. And he says he's gonna beat my head in and rip the title from my hands. But I'm going to do so much worse. At Apocalypse, I'm going to dedicate my match to the late, great Terry Funk. And to honor him in his legacy, I am going to make Juan bleed. I am going to pile drive him into the mat until he's in the middle of the ring dead as a doornail. I am going to do it viciously in a way that makes the Funker proud. Juan Chance is going to learn what it's like to face the consequences of his actions. And you, Jerry, you are going to watch and never, ever think about disrespecting me like you did ever again, you chicken-hearted fuck! I'm out of here.
Well, that is strong words from the victimizer, but, whether I'm going to learn my lesson or not is a question for another day. But the other person we are going to be hearing from now, the challenger, Juan Chance.
After last week's match, after that brawl, I got to thinking for the first time that you and me were on the same page about something, Wilson. You see, you and I have been so similar in our career. At the beginning, we were just taken so not very seriously. And now, you have gone on to reach its peaks, and you come out calling me saying that I haven't changed at all. Well, you're right. I do repeat the same old lines. I make puns out of my name, and I still go out, and I believe that I am the chosen one. But compared to you, I am not concerned one bit if I haven't changed. You, on the other hand, have been the son of Work-Rate Wilson. You were once a goddamn cartoon villain look-alike. You even fought Santa Claus, for God's sakes. But I could go on and on about that, but now you're just this victimizer, and I don't even know you one bit, except just your name. But that's all I need to know. You've been spooking around here trying to get the terror out of people because you're trying to be unstoppable. You have risen to all this greatness, but you will be stopped. You will be stopped by the person you hate the most. So when you finally step in the ring with me, you can try and kill me twice over, and it wouldn't matter. Because at the end of the match, even if I don't win, I will break you, Wilson, and you won't even come close to victimizing me.
So those comments, of course, recorded earlier after Wilson, but apparently Juan had some more thoughts he wanted to share. And so he has scheduled, well, let's go to ringside because he scheduled some ring time. So ladies and gentlemen, #1 contender, Juan Chance.
I believe he means #1.
#1, you're right, he is #1 contender. Okay, you heard what I had to say about Wilson. But there's somebody else I have to talk about because of what happened last week. And I, of course, am addressing you, Cain. You were being a bit of an ass, if I'm being honest, for attacking me, Wilson. Wilson is the one who started that brawl at the end of our match. And I thought you and I were making a pretty decent team, Cain. But then what do I find? Suddenly you're punching me in the face. How was something like a simple fight breaking out between Ozzy Taran and Wilson? So, Cain, I am going to ask you respectfully, please come to the ring and explain yourself. I would really like to know why you started punching Juan Chance in the face for no particular reason. I think I'm owed at least that. Well, apparently Cain agrees.
Looks like he's gonna get a response.
Yep, here he is, folks. It's gotta be Cain.
It is, in fact, Cain. As you can see clearly, it is Cain.
You know, we may not be able to recognize his face, but we'd know those abs anywhere. You make a fair point, Juan. So let me explain that, you know, tensions were high last week, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't know if I could trust you entirely. But you know what? After fighting with you and then briefly against you, I think I can. Wait, so you didn't know if you could trust me. So when chaos broke out, you started punching me. And because of that, you now feel you can trust me? That is the strangest life philosophy one has ever heard. Well, one gets some unique perspective when one trains with a Sith Lord. But no, it's, you know, I had to know if you're somebody that I could have faith in. And I do. Juan, I have faith in you. I have faith in your contendership at Apocalypse. Wow. Thank you. All right. I accept your faith in my contendership, Cain. I appreciate that coming from a veteran such as yourself. But where does that leave you and I? That's actually a really good question, Juan. You see, you know, I've been going lone wolf for a while, but, you know, if you look at the science, lone wolves are crazy. There's something wrong with them. And I've been teaming recently with Tyson and Power Surge, and it's been good. It's been nice having a solid team at my back. All right, I accept that. I mean, I've mostly been a solo performer my career, so I understand that sometimes it leaves me a little vulnerable to attack, but that still doesn't answer where that leaves you and Juan. Well, that's easy, Juan. So, I've been thinking that maybe our trio needs to become a foursome. Because, Juan, let me tell you, I think you'd fit in great with us. I think we have a spot for you in this little group that we've been forming, because you're a lot like us. You're mostly just a guy coming out here doing his thing. Of all the things I expected when I came out and I wanted you to explain yourself, I did not expect that. That's a lot to think about, Cain. I mean, you make a good point that there is safety in numbers, and, you know, your group are many things, but that what they aren't is a bunch of weirdos. Exactly. I may have trained with a Sith Lord, but all that taught me was focus. Tyson may have a prosthetic, but he's a kicker. And Power Surge? I mean, Power Surge is just pure skill. And I think that you are the same. You're a guy who just knows what he's doing and uses what he was given. So what do you say? You want to join me and the boys? Think about it. We'll be waiting for your answer. Okay, that's, you know, I expected a lot of things when Cain came out, Pete. An offer to join.
Interesting development.
Yeah, offer to join his group that he's formed with Tyson Smith and Powers. I mean, I guess they're becoming an official faction.
It certainly seemed that way.
I mean, the way he talked about it. So, that's, a lot to think about. So, but of course they settled it in the, they settled. It's interesting because usually wrestlers settle any of their beefs with a match, beating the hell out of each other. And Cain decided to talk it out. I feel like I'm just flabbergasted because I was expecting a lot of things, and I'll be honest, maturity was absolutely not one of them. So I've got a lot to think about now. But you know what? That's fine. We have other things to get to. So last week we had the conclusion of the inter-team series by the Night's Watch, their training arc, as Alistair Evergreen had put it, which was won by Todd Bagman. But Alistair announced that he felt the entire training period was a success, and now it's time for members of the Watch to once again branch out and challenge members of the roster. And so we are about to have a matchup where a member of the Night's Watch will in fact be taking on a veteran of MNW. And folks, I think you know what that means. It is time for us to head to ringside.
Let's go.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Raphael Sampson, Sasquatch Wing.
Oh Lord, they coming!
This big boy.
It is. I mean, a big boy accompanied by a big boy. The All Lords. Sasquatch Wing, of course, was a member of the Brawl for Y'all tournament, which, if you have been checking up MNW Blast, you know who are in the finals, although that will be postponed for this week's tribute show.
And introducing their opponent, coming to the ring with Gutter Birch, West Wind.
There he is, the angelic West Wind, accompanied by Gutter Birch, who just did that ninja stuff.
And there he was.
West Wind, who did win one of the training matches. Coming down, it's interesting, he's facing Sasquatch Wing. I almost would have thought Raphael Sampson would have been a, more fitting opponent, angelic versus saintly. But, he wanted to test himself against the Sasquatch, which, who can blame him?
Yeah, props.
If you want to take on the bait, and maybe he thought it was a little too on the nose facing Raphael.
Correct.
Yeah. Or maybe that's, don't go for the big one right away. Take your time. Enjoy yourself. Savor the moment. And they're off. Oh, and immediately West Wind comes out kicking.
Going up top.
And head scissors takedown. Actually, I think technically that was a Hurricanrana. I'm having a day, folks. Already
in early. Kick out at 2.
Early pinfall, and yes. But, he's going to fly again. Oh, but no Squatch home.
Squatch able to roll out in time.
I mean, Squatch is no stranger to flying himself. Oh, hesitation scoop slam. Takedown by Westwind, and he's up on top again.
Very high flying.
Oh, and the knees from on high, and a moonsault. I didn't quite catch that one, though. And Squatch in the corner. And a flying DDT. Folks, if you didn't see last night's Friday Night Flashbang, Westwind, going for a pin.
2. Kick out at 2.
I was going to say, Westwind's Night's Watch compatriot Kelly in a match on Flashbang against Alexis Edmonton in honor of Terry Funk. Squatch looked like he was thinking about flying and thought better of it. Now these two just going back and forth.
Sasquatch putting him into the corner before chucking him into the center of the ring.
Oh, Squatch with a driver. Now just working on the neck of Westwind. Going up to Brett's rope.
Most dangerous rope.
Indeed.
1, 2. Kick out at 2.
Up squat. Oh, here we go. He's going up top. Oh! And nobody home.
Westwind able to roll out.
Oh, and hit a heavenward.
Westwind having difficulty getting Sasquatch down for that pin with the sheer size.
I mean, again, he wanted to test himself. So take on a challenge like the Squatch. Oh, turns it around into a DDT. And rolling out.
Westwind now working on the arm of Sasquatch.
And now just stomp. Sometimes just got to stomp a guy. Oh, Squatch in the corner. Oh, I think we're going to see it. Yeah, there's one. There's 2. And 3 times makes a tribulation.
Going in for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
And another heavenward connects.
And your winner, Westwind.
And there you have it. Westwind set himself a big challenge, asking for a match with Sasquatch Wing, and he rises triumphant. I already think we know where this one might be leading. I mean, It was a friendly match in a lot of ways. Respectfully asked for. But I'm sure there's now thoughts of the inevitable matchup between West Wind and the judge of the multiverse, Raphael Sampson. But overall, I feel that was a really good match.
Oh, I agree. Not many people that can give Sasquatch ring that much run for their money.
Nope. It is impressive. So, going to be interesting to see what the Night's Watch pulls out next. But as we contemplate that, folks, actually, before we get to the next thing, tweeting out as soon as he got backstage, Sasquatch Wing stating this one need to figure out these masked ones that have been trouble for this one of late. I mean, I wouldn't have noticed that trend, but Squatch makes a point. Well, in 2 weeks at Apocalypse, High Voltage will challenge the Dark Lords for the Warzone Tag Team Championship. And ahead of that matchup, someone has asked for ring time. That
of course they did.
As well, yeah. At least they asked. It's better than somebody storming the ring, which happens way more often than I like. Just gotta head to ringside for this one. And ladies and gentlemen, it is the Sith Lord Exar Kun. Wonderball, Leonid Sanchez. You are slaves, lapdogs, to whoever will hold your chain. You have been somebody else's lackey for far too long. And now you make noises like you're free, like you've broken your chains. Ha! Far from it. You are caught in the uncontrolled mayhem that is High Voltage cannibalizing itself, while the Dark Lords are in sync. We are attuned to one another. We are harmonious. For we three have broken our chains. We have set ourselves free. Something that you will never be, for you do not have the will to break it. Well, somebody's taking exception. It's Wonderball coming out. I guess
he's got something to say.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'd be sure it's well, considering what Exar Kun was saying.
I'm just glad we don't have to hear him talking that surfer accent anymore.
That's a good point. All right, first off, I just want to say, how cool was it that Cain came out all calm, cool, and collected, and he's making friends. I admire that guy. But to the case in point, chaos. Look, I've lived chaos. I've worked for Louis McDonald. And what have I done recently? Oh, I beat Zeta, you know, former world champion. Former world champion. You mean like myself? For I have reached the heights, Wonderball. I have done amazing things. I have seen sights you will never understand. And you come here and think you are going to face me. Look, if I can handle Zeta, if I can handle the complete chaos that are the former high voltage members, then I think we can beat you. I can beat you, can beat the pompous vampire you're hanging out with, and dude, at least I have the dignity of having never worn a cape. You go for jabs, you go for insults, you attack vanity. Well, I assure you, the likes of the Dark Lord are above such petty concerns. We are at a higher level. Oh yeah, you're at a higher level. That's good one, Exar. That's good one. But you know, you talk about being a lapdog, dude. Who's pulling your chain? You're telling me that Erlking Wes isn't pulling the strings? And you say I haven't broken my chains. Well, you know, pot, kettle, bitch. Oh, I knew who I was joining. Erlking finally wanted to have peers, not lackeys. That is why he sought out Jaunt and myself. I knew who I was dealing with, as did they. And you will not break us with the mind games. All right, well, if I'm not going to break you with the mind games, how about this? 2 weeks, Apocalypse, September 9th, I'm just going to kick your ass. Because you know what? That's what I do. I'm going to get you in the ring, and I am going to choke you out. I was a Sith apprentice at one time. I know what being choked feels like from the Force itself. Trust me, you hold no threat, boy. But I admire your courage, if nothing else. So, come Apocalypse, the appropriately named pay-per-view, I will finally put high voltage out of its misery. And perhaps I will break your chains. Okay, well, there you have it.
Yeah, dual chokes. Dual choking.
I mean...
That don't look that up.
No, I don't want to. I've learned my lesson. I just... You know, I look at these moments and I think, I'm so glad we didn't have Sith Lords in wrestling back when during the height of my career.
That you know of.
I mean, all right, I will give you that. Fair point. Fair point. I mean, I was there was a couple people maybe I could have been suspicious about, but I mean, there was the sorcerer. I mean, okay. But he wasn't a Sith Lord. He was a sorcerer. That's a completely separate thing. And he wasn't even a wrestler. He was a manager. I mean, he managed the Golem. But hey, you know what? I'm not going to go down the nostalgia hole, because if I do, then Jack Andrews is going to show up and start, you know, bringing up unfortunate parts of my history. So instead, I want to focus on another big match for the tag team scene at Apocalypse. and that is the finale of the Best of 7 series, although it'll technically be Best of 6, but still. Spectre Sonata versus Shoot Nation. And whoever wins that matchup will be the next contender for the Warzone Tag Team Championship. So before we get to our next match, let's hear from one of the participants in that match. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Bad CG Ghost.
First, let me start by addressing something for Jaunt. Nice to know you like big band, but you do well not to underestimate this pair of souls. We will see you in time, but we have one last match to win. After a long, grueling bout, we finally come to the end. 3 versus 3. One last match, winner getting their title shot. Shoot Nation. You often claimed that you were overlooked, discarded for the shiny new toy that was Spectre Sonata. What I am hearing are excuses. Our stars shone brightly before transferring over, while yours have dimmed and faded. And as we arrived, you were reminded of your descent into obscurity, and you have only yourselves to blame. We shine brighter because we put in the effort, the talent, the panache. We work to make our fame and glory every day. We don't ask for handouts to boost our egos, nor do we hide behind former champion status as justification to make demands. We fight and perform because that's what it takes to be a star. You knew that once, back in your heyday, back when you were putting on a clinic. And oh, how it must burn seeing someone come in and do it better. So come on then, former tag team champions. Are you still hot? Or are you not? I guess it doesn't matter if you are, though. Ghost versus Scorpion will show you which is the hottest pepper in this company.
You know what I appreciate about Bad CG, besides the fact he brings in the Phantom fans? He really knows how to bring one last good joke into a promo.
Of course.
Yeah, I just appreciate the dedication to his craft. But while we have that match to look forward to on September 9th, we decided, well, it was supposed to be a best of 7 series. And while what we're about to have won't count in the tallying, we thought we would give one more match ahead of that big one with a little twist. So what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, is it's time for us to head to ringside.
The following is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Spectre Sonata.
There they are, folks. The pure metal ghost and the bad CG ghost. But folks, yes, this is a tag match, but it's not 2-on-2. Nope. It's a trios match. So here we go. But first off, let's take a moment to appreciate this. Spectre Sonata, of course, doing their own theme song. Got to appreciate them. Very talented musicians.
And introducing their tag team partner, representing the Troll Train, Team Tiki the Troll.
That's right, folks. Tiki the Troll, which means it's Soul Train. And, of course...
Tiki's partner, Johan, on later in the card tonight.
That is right, Pete, when he takes on Dr. Grimm. I want to emphasize, not a Grimm bot. He's fighting Dr. Grimm. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while since the Ghosts and the Troll have been in the ring as a team. But, I mean, who else are they going to pick? Well, obviously they could have picked TK or Tigray, but no, they wanted to go, they wanted to go Troll.
Well, sometimes going Troll is the goal.
Yeah.
And introducing their opponents, coming to the ring first, Shoot Nation!
There they are, folks. The Scorpion, Jack Abbott, and Devin. Getting ready for action. But who's their partner? I doubt it's Suplex Sam.
Jaunt, Tristam.
Well, folks, in a swerve, it's one half of the tag team champions, the Dark Lord Jaunt Tristam, our Vampire Lord. This is interesting because, of course, whoever wins the best of 7 series will take on the tag team champions after Apocalypse. So I guess maybe Jaunt wants to get up in close and personal with his potential contenders.
See the lay of the land, so to speak.
Even though he could be partnering tonight with people he's going to need to defeat later. So, here we go. So you've got 2 MMA fighters and a vampire fighting 2 ghosts and a bridge troll.
No, I haven't heard that joke before.
Nah. And it is going to be, well, the Ghost and the Scorpion starting us off. I still like
I, too, have played Mortal Kombat.
Aha! And, immediate tag. Remember, Troll Train and Spectre Sonata often team up as the Soul Train. They are not strangers to tagging together. But right now, and an elbow. And the Scorpion just raining down blows on Tiki. Oh, kick to the head. I'm thinking Tiki might
not able to put up much of an offense yet.
Not yet. Well, now he's getting low, but then Abbott goes outside.
He heard me.
And in again comes the bad CG Ghost. And, I think the Abbott coaxed CG outside. Oh! And got a jawbreaker for his trouble. Oh, double hammer blow. But again, oh, CG seems to have his number. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. And an elevated elbow. Oh, and dropping the knee and missed. And that is
CG getting back into the ring.
Oh, Abbott is getting the blows in on CG, but he's also kind of in a bad part of town. But I also saw him staring daggers at pure metal ghost.
Jaunt now tagged in.
Oh. And two not quite alive people fighting in the ring.
Oh! Now, vicious chop to the chest of Tristam.
Nicely done. Bad CG Ghost. And it's time for some pure metal. And PM bringing him over and just chucking him out of the ring. Yeet the vampire. Wait, PM though. PM, this is crazy. Oh, and you missed. Ow.
And both Jaunt and Pure Metal now outside the ring, trading blows.
Oh, scoop slam, and the Phantom fans are going crazy, folks. Oh, little assist coming by way of Devin. Oh, who gets a DDT for his trouble? Oh, now it's basically a handicap match outside. But the Pure Metal Ghost seems to be on top.
Pure Metal throwing Abbott into the steps.
Oh! And now,
excuse me, that was Devin.
Yeah, but Abbott throwing Pure Metal back out. The ref, don't let this devolve into chaos like that tag team match last week. I don't want to have to throw out another match. I'm gonna make a bold declaration here now, Pete. Maybe don't find yourself outside with the Pure Metal Ghost.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in a few mosh pits, so. In my younger days.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, don't see that too much at the mosh pits, though. Unless you're one of them pit ninjas. Stinking pit ninjas.
Abbott doesn't get back in time.
And your winners, Soul Train.
Soul Train wins. Was that Galaxy Brain Tactics, or is that just that PM was beating the hell out of everyone?
Either way, it is a win for the Soul Train team.
Yet Soul Train is going into Apocalypse with the momentum. That was
unexpected.
Well, and here's the thing: Abbott, I think, was trying to get up, but Jaunt Tristam got in his way. Got into his way by flying from the ring apron after being decked by the pure metal ghost,
forcibly inserting himself in the most painful way possible.
That there was a lot of vampire yeeting in that match. So I think the MVP of that match was absolutely PM. So that was a interesting match to grease the way to Apocalypse in 2 weeks. But speaking of Apocalypse, we have so many matches coming up. Some matches still having to be called. A lot of stuff going on. But one thing that we should note is there's been some, would you say dissension in the ranks when it comes to blood money?
Yes. Yes, dissension works.
Yeah. Because you have Sir Uncle Dunk declaring that he wants blood money to challenge absolute units for their trios title shot the next time Warzone gets a shot at the trios belts. But you have Mr. Butler going after Ultra Devil, and then you have Nakano Kirishima challenging Mega Rider X for his guaranteed title shot for the Nexus Titan Championship. So all of that is just, and of course last week Sir Uncle Dunk came out and reminded the team that he's fine with them pursuing their interests, but they need to focus at the matter at hand. Well, with all that said, we got sent to us this audio, apparently recorded at Unkley Manor. So let's go give this a listen now.
What are you? Shh! Butler and Nakano are in a meeting, and the boss is really chewing them out. Be quieter, they're gonna hear us.
But boss, we won the match and...
At the cost of spilling my own blood. Now moving on to you, Nakano.
But boss, all I was trying to do was...
I don't care what you are trying to do. I have a plan here, and I can't afford for my underlings to lose focus.
We're not losing focus, we just...
As for you, Butler, your pride is causing more problems than we need. I, for one, blame the influence of all those Japanese cartoons.
Okay, that wasn't called for.
Hey, move over, I want to listen. Screw you, get your own glass. I was here first. Come on, just move over.
You've got less than a minute to start running before I release the timers.
Well, that didn't go too well for us.
You're telling me. I know he's our boss, but we do have our own aspirations outside of his, damn it.
Yeah, all I was trying to do was possibly earn another opportunity to get us even more gold.
And how was I supposed to know he had already planned for us to go after the trio's belts when they challenged that damn tiefling? It's basic villain etiquette, for crying out loud. Keep your underlings informed of your plans.
We barely were able to even get a word in for our defense.
Well, there's not exactly much we can do to change what happened. We'll just have to wrap up our individual business and then get back on the same page. I'll handle Ultradons, you try to do what you can with Mega Reject, and hopefully we'll both come out on top.
Yeah, I'm still feeling pretty low about that meeting, though.
Well, your spirits will probably be raised at about 3, 2, 1... Saba, Mr. Snuggles, time to hunt!
That is kind of funny.
So, things might not be going great over in Blood Money Camp. And there's somebody who would like to address that matter and very politely ask for some ring time. So,
that's nice.
Yeah, it was very nice. He even brought cobbler for me. So let's head to ringside. And let's hear from Forrest the Fortress Wade. All right, now, Blood Money, let's talk. I noticed that you've been attacking me and my friends for the last few weeks, and I'll admit it's a little frustrating because we've been on the back foot during this. It's frustrating because this just seems so one-sided for this whole challenging for our trios contendership. And worse, you put my mama's name in your mouth and threatened to steal her cobbler recipe and put her out of her home, and that's just not going to stand. But I noticed something. Blood Money, you have no direction. You don't have harmony. And that seems to be the theme of tonight, doesn't it? Harmony. You got the Dark Lords are harmonious, but you know who else is harmonious? The absolute units. And you've got Butler wanting to go after that Tiefling friend of ours. You've got Nakano wanting to go after Mega Rider. Well, I got a surprise for you, Blood Money. You see, we had Jerry over for dinner the other night, and we asked about this whole situation with the contendership and that we'd like to get it over. And he said that Mr. Butler's going to be busy at Apocalypse fighting Ultra Devil. But if we wanted our title shot, wanted our shot to get this contendership over, we could have it next week at the Go Home Show. You know, Jerry likes to make the Go Home Show special. So you better get your house in order, Blood Money, because next week at the Go Home Show for Apocalypse, it is Blood Money versus the Absolute Units for the Trios contendership. So, Uncle, you better get your house in order because the units forever, the units together. Yep, I told Forrest he could make the announcement. Next week at the Go Home Show for Apocalypse, it will be the Absolute Units versus Blood Money for the Trios #1 contendership. And
I think that's about as mad as I've ever seen him.
Yeah, no, he was very upset. Part of that is I was looking at the card and realized, well, I already got Butler stenciled in to face Ultra Devil at Apocalypse. So, I don't double book, especially not at pay-per-views. So we're just going to have to get it done early. And looks like Ugly heard the message loud and clear because he just tweeted out on social media, I expect both of you at your best and focused or else. But you know what? I'm sure Blood Money is fine. I'm sure they're fine. But yeah, I mean, well, you know, Uncle did have Mama Wade's name in his mouth. I mean,
yeah,
that's
not good.
That was I wouldn't have been my choice at all. But you know what? I'm not a old school robber baron millionaire. Or billionaire, or however much. He's the richest man in the multiverse, so it's got to be billions. Maybe even trillions. We don't know.
Untold numbers.
Many. 1, 2, 3, many. Well, folks, we have so much more action to go through, but as I'm sure all of you well know, we are also a business. And we have to pay the bills. So, folks, we will return. And after this brief commercial break, we will have the King of the Hill match. We'll see you in a few.
Don't you just hate it when you're in a great one-on-one match, going up for a fly-high-end moonsault when you totally miss and eat more turnbuckle than a ravenous George the Animal Steel? Then you, my friend, might need to get your eyes checked. Hi, I'm former professional wrestler Dr. See It Coming, and we here at Eye to Eye Optometrists specialize in glasses, contact lenses, and overall eye health for the wrestling impaired. Our flexible one-of-a-kind contact lenses are guaranteed to fit all sizes and be a comfort fit even as you get your eyes poked out by your mortal enemy. We even have some eyewitnesses to testify how great these eyes are. Mr. Simon the Psycho, what do you think of your new contact lenses? Oh, God! Oh, there goes our new intern. Ha ha! Come on down and book an appointment with Dr. Seared Cumming, and you and I will see eye to eye.
Sup, dudes? Do you want to look as gnarly as one of your favorite wrestlers on show who's holding one of the world titles from MNW? Well, you totally can, without even leaving your couch at Totally Tyler's Titles. For only $39.99, you too can own a complete replica of one of MNW's famous titles, like the MNW World Heavyweight Championship, the Tag Team, the Nexus Titan, the Interdimensional Championship, dude. So you can show off to your parents and show how gnarly you are, or you could secretly try and claim that you're formerly the title champion holder by holding a knockoff title. So come on down to Totally Tyler's Titles, where you can be a title holder today.
No official MNW wrestlers are allowed to hold the titles if they're a replica, unless you want to talk to Jim in the back.
What are you, blind, Rev? He clearly went for a roll-up reverse coil. This just can't be happening. This is some bull!
Is this you? Well, even if it isn't, I'm sure many of you have met these kinds of people, just marking up the walls of your favorite shows. Don't worry, we have the solution. With the Mark Manager. Yes, with the Mark Manager, we clean up the big marks, small marks, marks you didn't realize that were there, and marks that have always been there. We've even updated our product to help you clean off the toughest of marks.
Of course he was gonna lose the championship. If you'll look at my 42-page blog from last week, we can clearly see that the producers were going to have him. Hey, what are you doing? Ah!
So sign up and get your Mark Manager today. And remember, with a little bit of, any mark is manageable.
Fuck, it went up my nose!
Hey baby, it's me, Suplex Sam, and I'm here to tell you about my brand new experience, baby. On the Suplex Express, we're serving up hot dishes and hot meals for all your homies. It's time for Suplex Sam, the soup made for me, baby. Sam I am. Tired of your lunches being soupless? Don't worry, baby. Suplex Sam's got you covered. We got all the flavors. Wonton Wilson's, the beef drippings, the Doctor of Alphagetti, and the VI Pheromone. And of course, the signature soup, the Plex, so you can have your Suplex any day, anytime with yours truly, baby. So come on down to the Suplex Express and get yourself a can of Suplex Sam.
Are your heebies a jeebies? Are your ants in your pants? Do you get the butterflies in your stomach when you have to go up against a 400-pound, muscle-bound murder man who's trying to beat you in the ring? Don't worry, we have the solution for you. From the makers of the laxative product, Let It Go, comes the anti-anxiety medication, Fuck It All. That's right, with a big old scoop of Fuck It All, you too can get yourself relaxed before any situation. Hand-picked and freshly squeezed from the teats of Tibetan relaxation monks. It comes with absolutely no long-term side effects. No, not at all. Yes, the anti-anxiety can make you stand up and say, fuck it all.
Warning, this product may contain extreme doses of caffeine and methamphetamine. If consumed by more than one human, those two humans may or may not cause to duel or explode, and this product is dairy-free.
High Flyer Airlines is the leading air carrier for all professional wrestling. We customized our planes to fit the biggest of egos. With fine velvet and leather seats, a custom-made full banquet by Chef Manatee, and a working vocal booth, so you can make your promos while you're on the go.
Wait a minute, this isn't a bathroom!
High Flyer Airlines. We're leading the air in wrestling care.
I'm stuck inside the booth!
Introducing Mizuki and Nero action figure dolls with intense hand-holding couple action, maximum lewdness. Watch the world's deadliest power couple have intense action conversations.
Honey, did you take out the dog today? I ate the dog! Very good.
Oh yeah! Push the buttons on the back of both action dolls to get both of them to be the parents of Earth. The new Mizuki and Nero action figure dolls. Each sold separately, but then put together as a couple.
And we're back. So, Pete, one of the things that has been a huge shakeup in the makeup of MNW has been the update that is the now TTV championship held by Constantinople.
That has been what has been shaking.
It is, because it has two new rules. First off, it is no longer a hardcore belt. It is any match type. And if the holder can defend it 7 times, they can cash it in for the Gift of Chaos, which will give them a guaranteed shot at the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship the following week. And their contender will be determined through the King of the Hill. Whoever holds King of the Hill will be their next contender. And we have had Karkaradon hold that status. We have had Osman Killick. The current King of the Hill is Mr. Enigma. Well, tonight, folks, we will have one last King of the Hill match. Whoever wins this next match will be the person facing the constant nightmare at Apocalypse for the TTV Championship. So, ladies and gentlemen, hold on as we head to ringside.
The following is a King of the Hill match. Introducing first, Mr. Enigma.
Folks, he is your current King of the Hill. After his heartfelt words to commemorate and speak of the passing of Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt, he now comes to ringside to see if he can hold on for one more week and go to Apocalypse. And last week he faced his Shift compatriot Osman Killick. This week, well, he's going to face a challenge of a different sort.
And introducing their opponent, they are the Latino Bumble.
Viva la Raza!
Viva la Raza indeed, Jerry.
He fly, he be, he sting. He is Buck Bumble.
He does, in fact, do all of these things.
He does all those things, and of course, already trending on social media, there are bees.
Can't confirm.
Buck going for that shot. If he becomes King of the Hill, he will be the one to face Constantinople come Apocalypse.
So you're saying the B will be?
The B will be. But it might be the B, it might be the E.
We will have to see.
And they're off. And going right off the bat, showing that they're fairly evenly matched. Buck giving up, picking up and drop. Oh no! What are you doing, Buck?
Going for it early.
Oh, well.
Springboard.
The bullseye drop comes in early, folks.
Bullseye hot drop, yeah. But Bumble clearly on the offensive early.
And yeah, Buck is coming out strong, and Nigma, I'm not sure is. There he goes. Now Nigma getting the. Oh, I thought Nigma was going to mount some offense, but shut down by the Latino B. Oh! Buck is just blocking those kicks.
Enigma is just really struggling to get any sort of offense in.
Oh! Just yeeted by his leg. And there we go. Enigma's now trying to mount again. He just can't seem to catch a break. And going for cover, finally.
Enigma barely able to tap out in time.
Getting back up. Here we go again. Enigma trying to mount an offense, and again shut down by Buck. And now a headbutt. That's gotta leave Nigma buzzing. Oh no. What's he planning? Well, I think we know what's going on here. Oh! Buzz eye drop. But Nigma can at least still kick out. Now Nigma finally feeling it. Finally getting back into action. But Buck again. Well, at least now Nigma seems to be, I think he's finally got a measure of Buck. And, oh, Bumble was trying to set him on the outside, but, oh my, the silent treatment locked in out of nowhere.
But Bumble able to get himself out of it, but it's done some damage to his leg by the looks of it.
I think Buck fell. Oh, and a reverse DDT floating over to get out of whatever Buck was planning.
Kick out at 2.
Nigma stalking his opponent. And again, getting him into the silent treatment.
The referee seems distracted. Oh, nope, there he goes.
And can Buck, Buck barely gets leverage to get out of the silent treatment.
Buck able to get onto his feet to get out of it. Another suplex. And again, there he goes. Nigma able to get that hold back in.
Third silent treatment. Can Buck hold on?
This time he's in the middle of the ring. This isn't looking good for him.
He has got nowhere to go, but Nigma releases the hold, going for a pin.
Damage may have been done. And your winner, and still king of the hill, Mr. Enigma.
Great match by Buck Bumble. And there was
Nigma able to pull through after a seemingly dominant Buck Bumble.
The first half of that match, it was all Buck. But I think that might have been a strategy by Nigma. But that's it, folks. We now know in 2 weeks at Apocalypse on September 9th, it will be Mr. Nigma challenging the constant nightmare Constantinople for the TTV Championship.
I constant to wait.
Well, and we're actually already hearing from a few of our the social media is blowing up on that one. Unsurprisingly, we are hearing from the constant nightmare himself saying, "It's us again, Nigma. Let's have some fun this time around." I mean, he is not wrong that this is not the first time he and Nigma have faced off. He is, in fact, there was that famous time in the ring, the only time we've ever heard Nigma speak in the ring was to tell Constantinople that he talks too much. And interestingly enough, from over on Flashbang, our sister show, 1/3 of the Trios champions, Rico Rose, tweeting out, "It doesn't matter who is number one contender. The results are going to be the same. Vaporwave is going to retain and beat Doom's streak." Well, we shall see, Rico. But next week, first off, we have to figure out who that contender is going to be. Is it going to be Blood Money, or is it going to remain the Absolute Units? But with that said, now that Apocalypse is taking even more shape, and we got to get ready for that go-home show next week. But part of that is we need to know what shape we're in general. So, folks, this next match, if you were watching last week, you saw when backstage, the Son of Thunder, Johan Mjoln, was attacked by a series of Grimbots. Just one Grimbot after the other attacking Johan. And when he got free of the Grimbots, he was then attacked by the Allfather Arkolf. Well, tonight, there's going to be Johan is going for a bit of payback, but he's going directly after the Doctor himself. And folks, we have it assured by the Murder Cave that Johan will be facing the legitimate, the real, the 100% real deal, Dr. Grimm.
For real, not play.
So with that, there's nothing else to do. Let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Johan Mjoln.
Johan, earlier tonight, his Soul Train compatriots won a very interesting match against Shoot Nation and Jaunt Tristam. But that is the furthest thing from the Son of Thunder's mind right now. He's looking for payback after that vicious attack by the Grimbot. I don't even know if he was fully cognizant of the last one he faced was the Allfather. Also, it makes me...
It doesn't really matter at this point?
Probably not. Also, I mean, let's be honest. How many Grimbots do they have?
Enough.
Well, probably fewer now after what Johan did to them backstage.
Yes, Jerry, because there's no way he can make more.
That's... yeah. You had to bring that up.
And introducing the opponent, representing the Murder Cave, Dr. Grimm.
Yeah, that's he doesn't.
That's actually him.
That's him.
That's the real one.
Yeah, that's.
I'm like 97% sure.
Yeah.
Never be 100%. It's Grimm.
Folks, this is only the second time that we have seen the real Dr. Grimm in the ring since he was injured at the end of Multivania 6. He spent nearly a year recuperating, and now he's back. He had his great Multivania plan of opening the 7 seals, but he was outmaneuvered by the storyteller.
Well, now technically the seal was opened. However, it was not as planned.
Yeah, didn't go their storyteller entered a plot twist, which we still don't know what that is.
We will have to see.
Meanwhile, Dr. Grimm deciding he is going to face the Son of Thunder himself. And right off the bat, Grimm taking charge. All right, and Grimm. Oh, wait, is Grimm doing something with that claw in Johan's eyes? And already
got it too.
Oh, finally, Johan mounting a little bit of offense.
Oh, he's got Grimm up.
And
hung out to dry.
But Grimm recovers immediately. But Grimm is also facing the resiliency of the Son of Thunder. But, oh, flipped over. And working on that arm. Possibly setting up for a quarantine in the future.
As some may know, while this is, yes, the real Grimm, this is not the original Grimm. A while back, Grimm did manage to upgrade his body to a much larger frame than he had originally been.
Yeah, I mean, there was a time when Dr. Grimm was the shortest wrestler on there. Oh, never mind. Oh, here it is, the claw.
He got that claw in there. He's going for the pin. Kick out at 2.
I still don't think that's his original body. I think we already know Grimm can do brain transplants. Witness what he did to the Creation years ago. In fact, I have some strong suspicions about whose body that is, but I'm not willing to say it this time.
Johan sent to the corner. Grimm clothesline.
Ow! And working that arm again. Wrenching on the neck of Johan. Oh, Johan gets out with an elbow. Just not many people can yeet like Johan can. Oh, but returned by Grimm.
Headbutt by Johan. Raining down blows on Grimm. Right to the face. And again.
Oh,
that time I think he busted open Grimm.
I think he did. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. What's he? Throwing him by his neck. And a Ragnarok.
2. Check out at 2. Johan is shocked. He thought he had that one.
And putting him up top. Oh, but Grimm gets out of the way.
Quick thinking by Grimm.
But he might still have some regret when he's slammed onto the edge of the ring apron.
I have been told that is the hardest part of the ring.
I can assure you that it is. Oh, jawbreaker on Johan. Oh, his head barely missed those steel steps.
Grimm with the machine gun chops to Johan's chest. Getting back in the ring.
Just letting Johan stew outside.
Toying with him, if you will.
We are
Referee count up to 7.
Finally, Johan stirs.
Johan able to get it in just at the 9 count.
And block some of those blows from Grimm, but not all of them. Oh, there it is! There it is! The quarantine slapped in! And Johan taps!
And your winner, Dr. Grimm.
Bloodied but unbowed. Folks, this could be what we can expect in the future from Dr. Grimm. And we still have to await to hear what the whole plot twist is, but that is a question for another day. Well, folks, it's been a hell of a day. And it's not over. We have one last match. To reiterate from the top of the show, last week, during the main event, during the big oof match between Registered Anon and Sergeant Major Payne, after Payne had won, he was viciously attacked from behind by Gorm. And that attack has left Sergeant Major Payne injured. As a result, there will not be a big oof match at Apocalypse. And we will do a 30-day evaluation of Payne's condition to see if he can wrestle. If not, we will have to vacate the big oof championship. But the ICC is not taking that one lying down. They want payback, and they will get it. But before we get there, social media, let's hit that really quick. First off, we have from Maximilian Thunder Thighs. Good luck, Johan, kick his ass. But, yeah. And from Osman Killick, Dr. Grimm is an interesting man. While I would love to get to know him, something tells me that would be a terrible idea for my current physicality. Yeah, fairly good point. And then also tweeting out, it is Johan's friend Mick Morgan, who's also Payne's compatriot in the ICC, stating, "I'm coming for you, Gorm, you coward." It is true. before the match with Pain, McMorgan had come to the ring and specifically called out Gorm, and Gorm responded by attacking his friend. So with that, a lot going on. But this next match, we are going to see the ICC take on the Conquest of Pain. And folks, this is your main event. You know the drill. Let's do this.
The following is a trios match and is for your main event. Introducing first, the International Combat Club.
And coming out, Glycerius, Locken, and Nice Ice. McMorgan holding back because he's got a target and he wants to get him one-on-one. Also, obviously, we all are hoping Sergeant Major Payne has a speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
But in the meantime, his International Combat Club teammates are going after the people that hurt him. But first things first. I mean, this has been part of a long-standing campaign. I mean, the tensions between the ICC and the COP have been going on for a while.
And introducing their opponents, coming to the ring first, Jaunt,
the leader of the Conquest bloodline, the trustworthy one, the conqueror, Samjax. And he has a plan. Because that's one thing you can count on Samjax. He always has a plan.
Except for when he doesn't, but that doesn't happen. So
that doesn't,
yes.
Yeah, very, very rare that he doesn't have a plan. Well, usually when somebody has gotten one over on him, which, let's face it, doesn't happen very often. But of course, that it's not just him. He's got allies. That's the whole reason it is now the Conquest of Pain, was he wanted to balance out the numbers game. But who of the many people he could be choosing from are going to be his partners this evening?
and introducing their tag team partner, the Conquest of Pain.
There they are, folks. Registered Anon, who had that match last week with the Sarge, and his longtime partner, Crocvor. One true pain. Together with the Conquest bloodline, they are the Conquest of Pain. There we go. So you have a vampire, a crocodile man, and whatever the hell Registered Anon is, versus a cyborg, a German super soldier, and the master of street lucha.
And that's your main event, folks.
And of course, we start off with the leaders who, folks, these two will meet in 2 weeks in singles action at Apocalypse. So in some ways, this is a little bit of a preview of the action to come. And of course, the dangerous knees of Samjax. And Samjax is trying to decide where he wants to take Nice Ice.
Getting him tangled up in the ropes.
Again, always a plan with Samjax. Oh, kick! And then in the kick. That's the thing. You've got to watch out for Samjax. And he's got him tangled up outside in a sleeper.
Nice Ice able to muscle out.
Oh, and off of the ring post. And chops and kicks and punches.
Samjax getting back in the ring. Count is up to 7.
And yet Nice Ice is posing for the audience, showing I'm fine. Oh, he goes
confident in his ability to count, I see.
And going to the opposite side of the ring.
Playing it safe.
Oh!
Sent Samjax's chest into the 5th row.
I've never been chopped by a cyborg. I can't imagine it feels good.
Tag made to...
And so now we have lock-in versus... So I'm a little concerned because, I don't think Anon has had a chance to do a flavor test on Lockin's blood. You have to wonder what a super soldier is going to taste like.
Well, I'd be more focused on the German part, so I could go bratwurst.
Oh. I don't know. I'd maybe strudel.
Mm-hmm. Beer.
Yeah, but one of the really good German ones.
Right.
Yeah. And then the master of Street Lucha.
Springboard moonsault, go to pin right away. Crockfart going into intercept. Didn't need to.
Yeah, Lockett is standing guard, keeping Crockfart away from Glycerius, and the moment Croc turns his back, Glycerius goes after him, which may have been a poor choice. Because now he's at the mercy.
Now. Going after Glycerius.
Yep. Oh, right in the knee, right in the mat. Oh.
And on introducing Glycerius to each turnbuckle, or just the one.
The one, but many times. He really wants them to be friends.
Of course. Tag made to Crockvar.
Oh no, Croc, he's biting the fingers.
Going after the phalanges.
And hot tag to Lock-In.
Now Sam Jackson Lock-In squaring off. That speed of Semjax on display.
And Samjax bringing in Crockvor.
The Sirius still knocked out outside the ring, it looks like. Finally starting to come to.
Well, that's why it's a good idea to bring in the Super Soldier. I mean, he's the funniest super soldier you're ever going to meet. Oh!
My goodness.
That was a flying DDT on Samjax on the hardest part of the ring. There's just bodies everywhere.
It's a good thing he's a vampire.
And it's a good thing that Anon is, whatever Anon is.
Talented.
Sure, we'll go with that. Up to a 6 count. And back in the ring. Oh! And back.
Leave it to the comedian to get the punchline. And go somewhere with it.
Oh, into the corner. Yeah, it's a shame that somebody already has that name trademarked for a finishing maneuver.
True.
Oh, he busted Nice Ice open.
Discus punch managed to bust him open. Now tagged in Crockfar.
And up he comes. Oh, ooh. That was a little low for, I think, Nice Ice's taste. Right in the ball bearings. Oh, and a standing bulldog. Now going for the pin.
2.
2 count.
Kick out at 2.
Bayou Boy cannot believe it. He's sure he had him. And again, the generals of the respective armies facing off. Oh!
Pop up into Geary.
Again, the highly dangerous feat of Samjax. Conquest of Pain doing a good job with frequent tags. And thou Crockford going to town on Nice Ice again. And Nice Ice on the back foot with the Bayou Boy. Oh, and down goes Nice Ice. He's not in a good way. He needs a tag soon. But instead being taken to the red corner.
Important for Nice Ice to get himself out of that corner.
And he does with authority, but going back after Crockfar, if I were Nice Ice, I would be going for a pin now.
And the tag is made to Locken. Locken just punching Crockfar across the face multiple times.
Well, as he's wont to do. Crockford trying to get a defense, but I don't know that he knows quite what to make of the super soldier. Trying to get him in a death roll, and it didn't quite connect. So instead, he's just going to pound him in the face from behind for a little bit.
Crockfar tagging Samjax in.
And oh, but Locken ready for the trustworthy one. Oh, maybe not as he thought. He was going for the electric chair suplex, but Samjax fought his way out. Standing bulldog. Ah.
Samjax raining blows down on Locken, going for the pin.
Broken up
so Sirius able to break it up.
Yep. And Sam Jack's so focused on, oh, wait. Ha-ha! Feral knee connects.
The ref was distracted.
Complete chaos in the ring. So far, Lockett has been hit by an impaler and a feral knee. And yet he is finding the fortitude to get back up, which is something very few could possibly even consider. Sam Jax, of course, strategically getting a tag in with Crockfor, who takes it. Oh, he's biting him!
Well, perhaps Crockfar can tell Anon what he tasted like.
And broken up by Nice Ice. Sam Jax getting the Siberian Cyborg out of the ring. Oh, and lock in.
Backbreaker. Eye rake. Looks like those two are still brawling outside the ring.
That doesn't surprise me. But meanwhile, up. And lower
tag
rope.
made to Glycerius.
After that lower rope garrote. I haven't seen a lot of Glycerius in this match. He's relatively fresh.
There at the corner of your screen, Anon was slamming Nice Ice's head into the floor.
Looks like now he's getting a military press for his trouble. Sam Jack's begging Croc for a tag.
What's Glycerius setting up for? Thought he just stomp him in the head, tag made to Lock-in.
Lock-in now following up on the damage done by his teammates. But it looks like Crockfor might have him. Oh, he's in the bad corner, fighting his way out.
Windmill uppercut by Lock-in. 2. Oh, not even a 2 count.
Would that be a German windmill uppercut?
Maybe.
Oh, rake the eyes of the super soldier.
Thumbtack's making a massive comeback here. Into the corner. Tag made to Anon. What are they doing?
He's launching Anon. People are weapons. Or in this case, Anons are weapons. Oh, well, red shirt Anon. Oh, I felt that was close.
Power elbow drop.
Right. I mean, caught him into a Meth Valley driver, and he's been on top ever since.
With the cheeky pin. Anon upset. Nice Eyes tried to come in for the intercept, getting him.
Well, I gotta think they probably there's some blame everyone's giving Anon for what happened to Payne because of what ultimately was done by Gorm. Oh!
Suplex by Lock-in. Tag made to Glycerius.
Picking him up. Now, Anon facing the master of Street Lucha. And that's how you do it on the streets of Mexico, folks. Oh! Oh, no!
And that's how you do it wherever Anon is from.
Florida. We're pretty sure it's Florida.
Yeah, it looks like that might have busted open Glacierius.
Much to Anon's delight, too. Kick out at 2.
Tag me to Semjax.
Oh, knocking down Glacierius. But a hot tag. And again, it's Nice Ice and Semjax. Broken up by Anon. Did he just body surf over Nice Ice?
Oh.
Going up top, but I was a little worried about the presence of, Croc right there next to him, but he seems to have got out okay.
Tag made to lock in.
And, elbow to the sternum.
Kick out at 2.
And, work. Is he breaking the nose? I think he was going, got your nose.
And just a headbutt. Tag made to Nice Ice.
Meanwhile, once again, Glacierius outside the ring. Oh no, I think we're about to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, from Siberia, with love. Broken up by Croc. Croc thrown out of the ring. But the Conqueror, Impaler! Broken up by Glacierius.
Just in the nick of time by the looks of it. Semjax now just raining blows down on the head of Nice Ice, tagging in Anon.
Anon coming down with the Florida elbow.
Well, it's either that or the Florida armpit.
Yeah. Nice Ice flexing by holding him there for a minute before dropping him. Red Strand on fighting his way out. Always surprising how strong Richard Anon is, able to manhandle even extremely large opponents. And that was before he hit the gym.
Crockford tagged in. Oh, what's he setting up for?
And 1, 2.
And your winners, the International Conquest of Pain.
There you have it, folks. So the Conquest of Pain comes out victorious 2 weeks before Apocalypse. What does this foretell for that event 2 weeks from today? Well, folks, we now have a more solid idea of what the card is going to look like. So we need to get ready. So next week at your go-home show for Apocalypse, it's going to be Blood Money versus the Absolute Units for the Trios Contendership. And then many other matches, because you know I like to make it a special night for the Go Home show, but we won't give all our surprises now. But at Apocalypse, what we know now, we will have Louis McDonald versus Daverman. We will have Ultra Devil versus Mr. Butler. We will have Spectre Sonata versus Shoot Nation for the completion of their Best of 7 series. We now know it will be Mr. Enigma versus Constantinople for the TTV Championship. High Voltage versus the Dark Lords for the Tag Team Championship. Theron Markov versus R. Sawyer and the Janitor for the Nexus Titan Championship. And, of course, Juan Chance challenges the Victimizer, Wilson, for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. That is what we have coming up. But, folks, that's for another day. Right now, we are out of time. So, for Pete McPherson, I'm Jerry Aldini. Good night!